Hello and welcome to Tasting with Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Howdy.
And today we thought we would do the Michter Sour Mash and the Toasted Sour Mash because they're getting ready to release in September this year's version of the Toasted Sour Mash.
Yeah, these are some of my favorite days. The Michter days are always top of the list.
But, I've always liked the Sour Mash. It's Sour Mash because it's not enough corn to be bourbon, not enough rye to be rye, so they just simply called it Sour Mash.
Yep.
And it's one of my favorite products from Michter's. I mean, I really like it, particularly in an old-fashioned.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So I thought we would look and see the regular Sour Mash versus the Toasted Sour Mash. This was, the Sour Mash release from a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
And see if we can determine, what does the toasted barrel add to the Sour Mash whiskey.
Okay. So when they toast it,
So what they do is they age it normally.
Right.
And then they dump some barrels and then put the whiskey into toasted barrels, not charred but toasted.
Okay.
Where the wood is heavily heated but not charred.
Charred. Okay.
And normally toasting usually adds a lot more of a kind of a caramel butterscotch note to whiskeys.
Nice.
So let's see what it does here.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So this is the regular Sour Mash. This is 86 proof.
Okay. Now you get a price difference with the two, right?
Oh yeah.
There's
the toasted stuff is going to be very hard to find.
Mm.
Because when they release it, people.
It's gone as soon as.
People jump at it as soon as they see it on the shelves. So, they make quite a bit, but there's going to be some people that just aren't going to be able to find it, because they're too late getting to the liquor store.
Yep, and then they'll have them online for like 3 times the price.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do you get on the nose here?
I'm getting vanilla.
Yeah, lots of vanilla.
A whole bunch of vanilla.
I'm getting some fruit, but to me it's more like a raisin, plum, prune.
Mm-hmm. And then there's definitely maybe allspice.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
Yeah, the baking spice. When I have trouble determining what spice, I just say baking spices because it could be a little bit of several things, but it's definitely there's some spice in there.
Maybe even a hint of some kind of citrus in there.
Yeah. Of course, that could just be cardamom spice.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
It smells really nice, though.
Yeah. And then there's always your oak.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little bit of that oak. So let's taste it. Oh, that's good.
It's very good.
Lots of vanilla. A little apple, which you wouldn't never think of that from the nose.
Mm.
But I'm getting like a little apple, a little almost banana.
I think you're right. I think it is cardamom because
and cardamom.
I'm not getting like an orange or lemon. I'm just getting that citrusy spiciness,
Yeah.
So yeah, nice. It all works together very
just
well.
The right amount of oak. I mean, there's not any bitterness to that oak at all.
Yeah, I think that 86 proof is a good number.
Yeah.
And usually like going under 90, there's a little,
Yeah.
But this works out perfectly. They know what they're doing there. Yeah.
So let's try it with a cranberry and see what it does. That makes that vanilla almost a marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of takes some of the spice out of it.
Yeah, it's not very spicy. So the citrus note is still there.
Yeah.
but it's not very like it. I don't get like the cardamom spice anymore. Now I just get kind of like maybe like a orange citrus, maybe a little zest.
Yeah.
Finish is kind of lower.
Yeah. Not as long. Not as oaky.
Yeah. So I think it kind of robs it of some flavors. When
I much prefer it neat over than with the cranberry.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see what a pecan does. Yeah, that really turns that vanilla almost into a caramel.
Mm-hmm.
And it adds just a note of chocolate to the finish.
Mm-hmm. Getting like like a little chocolate, kind of a little like butterfingery kind of feel to it. Maybe like a little peanut butteriness to it, maybe for me. Real thick.
Yeah.
Nice and the finish is great. That might be my favorite yet of the.
Well, we haven't tried it with the chocolate
yet. Very good.
Let's try it with just a little chocolate. Oh wow, that's good.
Mm-hmm. It's like chocolate milk almost.
Yeah.
Without
that chocolate really comes through, but you also get a real rich buttered caramel.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of baking spices. You know what I'm gonna have to do this year around Christmas time? When we usually make some of Joy Perini's bourbon ball chocolate drink mix. Cocktail.
Yeah.
Rather than using bourbon, try this.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah. I mean, this stuff is, it just goes with chocolate. Like, maybe one of my favorites, with the dark chocolate Hershey Kiss. It's like milk, it's like chocolate milk almost. But then you get like a nice hint of oak there that kind of like is still lingering back there. Real tasty. Real tasty.
Well, let's see what the difference is. Let's cleanse our palate. Let's see what the toasted barrel does to it. So this is the toasted barrel finished sour mash, also 86 proof.
So they put it in a toasted barrel for just an undetermined amount of time, right?
Well, they know it. They won't
they
tell.
Know it, but
they aren't releasing that.
Sure.
But I'm willing to bet that it's less than 6 months. I remember talking to Willie Pratt. It was, of course, very quiet about the exact process. But he was saying it's a lot less time than you might think.
Okay.
So there's definitely some differences in the nose. I think I'm getting a little bit more of that caramel butterscotch note.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's kind of same as the irregular.
It's pretty similar.
Yeah. Well, let's just see. Yeah, like I said, about the only difference I'm noticing on the nose is a little extra caramel butterscotch note. Just slightly stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's taste it and see if we can tell what the... Oh, yeah.
The taste is...
It's similar.
It's similar, but it is...
but there's more of that caramel butterscotch note.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly on the finish. The butterscotch really comes out on the finish. You know what it almost reminds me of? An oatmeal scotchy cookie.
Oh, yeah.
On the finish.
Yeah, I haven't had those in forever. Those are great.
Yeah.
Or like, I was thinking like Werther's. Werther's original. Like.
But yeah, that's very nice.
I would say like just right off the gate, I would, if I'm going to sip on something, I'd rather sip on this one.
Yeah.
Just because of that butterscotch note.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I have nothing wrong. I could sip on the first one.
Yeah.
I could sip on, but you know, if you have a choice between the two, well,
yeah.
You could tell how much we enjoy this one because it's almost down to.
I was gonna say, yeah, quite a bit of difference.
Right. So I'm very glad that they're releasing it again, so I don't feel bad if I empty this bottle.
That's right.
So let's try it with a cranberry. Now that brings out a little bit of the fruit, apple.
So I was gonna say, yeah. Mm-hmm. Apple and maybe a hint of like.
Maybe a little pear.
Getting some pear there?
Particularly on the finish. I'm getting like a lingering pear finish. But, you know, like that caramel butterscotch is still there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost getting like a. Yeah, maybe like a hint of. Maybe like, I don't know, strawberry? And the strawberry I've never associated with it, but like, I'm getting like a little bit of strawberry with it, like, and then like a little lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Get like almost strawberry lemonade with it. Yeah, very good.
Yes. Well, let's cleanse our palate and try it to see what the pecan's doing for it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, that really brings out that butterscotch, even on the taste, on the finish, and even a little hint of milk chocolate on the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Not as fruity, but I'm still getting a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of that pear.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think there's pear going on in there. That's really interesting because I don't know if I've really tasted a lot of pear in my whiskeys before, but
yeah,
it's pleasant. I want more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is great.
Well, let's try it with the chocolate and see what it does. Oh, that's nice.
Pleasant milk chocolate, buttery.
Yeah.
It's almost giving you like a buttery popcorn kind of notes to it.
See, I'm not getting the popcorn, but I'm definitely getting the buttery caramel, a little bit of that cardamom spice, that little hint of citrus in there.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot of fruit until the finish. And then on the finish, I'm getting like oak and that cardamom and just that little bit of a lingering pear.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you can definitely tell the difference between the toasted and the regular.
You can. They're so different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're similar. I mean, yeah, they're similar.
The underlying profile is there, right?
Yeah.
The flavor profile, but this one just hits a little different with like the pears, like you said.
Yeah. Same proof.
And that butterscotch. Mm-hmm.
The only difference is that, extra aging in that toasted barrel.
Does wonders for it, though.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So here's the Michters.
As always.
Looking forward to your next release of the Toasted Sour Mash. Cheers.